Just a quick intro to this video that's to come, which is basically about building core strength, especially dynamic core strength. So rather than being in static positions all the time or doing endless sit-ups, we want to be moving in and out of positions. We want to build core all the way around, which means we need to do some back extension exercise as well, which is often missed out. So it's not good enough just to do a static plank, a 3-minute plank or whatever. I'm not sure that's really that useful. So I think look at more dynamic movements, not difficult movements. It's going to be much more effective in my opinion. It's worth warming up a bit before doing this video, so maybe doing the sun salutation video, or if you've got time, do the yoga for healthy low back video. That will combine really well with this. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, it's really worth doing. There's going to be lots of content coming up, and it certainly helps me to become more visible on YouTube and easier to find. So thanks again, and let's get on with it. It's going to come onto all fours. Knees under the hips, hips under the knees, whatever way you want. Fingertips, fingers spread on the floor, elbows slightly bent. And we just come into a cat position initially. So as we breathe in, we arch the back, we look up to the ceiling. As we breathe out, we round the back, we tuck our chin in, pushing the back up to the ceiling as far as we can. Breathing in, forward and up. Breathing out, rounding the back. We're going to be on our knees a fair bit during this workout, so if you feel that your knees are getting a bit sore, then bolster the mat or use cushions or something under the knees. Back and forwards, continuing with the breath. Breathing out as we round up to the ceiling. Breathing in as we arch the back, looking up. Just continuing that for a little bit longer, just to mobilize, just to warm up. Back and forwards. And last one, breathing in, looking forward and up. Breathing out, rounding the back. And as we round the back, we keep it rounded. We drop our hips back towards our heels as far as the knees allow. So no discomfort in the knees. Reaching forward with the hands. And then we allow the forehead just to drop down to the floor. Stretching here for a moment. And just lifting up slightly. Tucking the toes under, pushing back again, stretching the soles of the feet. Try and keep the heels just under the hips so they're not splaying out to the side. Pressing the palms of the hands into the floor, especially the knuckles of the second fingers. And then we just lift the knees up, coming back into down facing dog. Just getting ourselves comfortable, bending the knees quite a bit, pushing back from the hips, elbows slightly bent, straightening the legs, pedaling the feet. If you want to know more about the alignments of the down-facing dog, watch the sun salutation video I did earlier. It gives you a little bit more background to this. Pedaling the feet. Stretching the calves. Bending both knees again, pushing back. Straightening the legs, hips as high up as we can. Starting to pull that stomach in. Engaging the core. Coming forward into plank. So again, here you can drop the knees to the floor if you feel the need to come into a half plank. Elbows are still slightly bent. We're not sagging between the shoulder blades, so we push up. Knees are straight, back is straight, tucking the pelvis under, flattening the back. Staying here for a moment. Very little point in these very long held planks in my opinion. You're better off coming in and out of it. Less stress on the wrists and the arms. Dropping back into down facing dog. Pressing back. Again, engaging that core. Coming forward into the plank. Elbows slightly bent, pushing up. Stomach strong, tucking the pelvis. Dropping the knees to the floor, chest and chin. Coming onto our fronts. Forehead to the floor, arms out in front. Palms to the ceiling, palms to the middle, thumbs to the ceiling, forehead to the floor. And without lifting anything else, just lift the head off the floor slightly, tuck the chin in. Keep the head there. Already here we work in the back. So you should feel activity all the way down to the low back even. Maybe pulling the stomach in. Supporting the low back. Dropping the head down. Lifting it back up, chin tucked in. And then just lift the left arm up. Nothing else moves. We're not pressing into the right arm, just lifting the left. Left arm down. Chin tucked in, head off the floor. Lift the right. Reaching forward with those fingertips, thumb to the ceiling. Right arm down. Lift the left leg. Don't try and get it high, but reach back through the toes, so you've got length through the leg. Engage in the stomach, keep the low back comfortable. If the head is getting too tight here, just drop the forehead to the floor. Left leg down. Right leg up. Reaching back. Length through the spine, pointing the toes. Right leg down. Diagonals, left arm, right leg. So reaching forward with the left arm, back with the right leg. Again, not looking for massive height, but looking for length. Holding. No pain in the low back. Dropping down. Right arm and left leg. Reaching forward with the hands, back with the leg. Getting a sense of length as well as strength. Back down. Forehead to the floor. Just a couple of breaths here. Lifting the head back up, chin tucks in. Engaging the low back, engaging the core. Left arm, right leg. Back down. Right arm and left leg. Back down. Both arms up. This gets really hard. Chin tucked in. Arms down. Legs up. Probably easier. So don't overlift, but reach back. Legs down. Chin tucked in. Make sure you got that nice long neck. Lifting up the arms. Stomach strong. Arms down. Lift the legs. Legs down. Hands under the shoulders. Push up on all fours. Back into chart. Just stretching the back. Rounding the back. Giving it a stretch the whole way round. Reaching forward with the hands. Pressing the hips back onto the heels. Coming back up on all fours. Again here we're going to be on the knees for a little while, so bolster the knees if you need to. Lifting the right leg out behind. Bring the right knee to the left elbow, so we twist across a little bit. Leg out behind again. So just getting used to this movement that we're going to do in plank and dog in a minute. So we bring the leg forward, knee to the opposite elbow. Placing that knee back to the floor. Other one, left leg back. Knee to the opposite elbow. And back. Knee to the opposite elbow. And back, both knees to the floor. Tuck the toes under, down facing dog. Elbows spread, pressing back from the hands. Raising the left leg up to the ceiling. Coming forward into plank. Bring the knee to the opposite elbow. Push into the hands, make sure we don't sag between the shoulder blades. Back up to the ceiling. Reaching up with that leg, pressing back with the hands, nice straight spine. Dropping the heel of the right leg towards the floor, stretching the calf. Forward into plank, knee to opposite elbow. And back up. Leg up to the ceiling. Keep breathing, nice, deep, slow breaths. Knee to elbow. And back up. Last one. Left knee to the right elbow. Back up. Place the foot down on the floor. Reset everything. Be happy with your contacts with the hands. Raising the right leg up to the ceiling. Bring it forward to the left elbow. Back up. Right leg up to the ceiling. Forward, opposite elbow. Back up. It's very tempting to rush through these movements, but the slower you do it, the more you get out of it. Knee to the opposite elbow. Last one. Breathing in, leg goes up. Knee to the opposite elbow. Back up to the ceiling. Foot to the floor. Pushing back. Dropping the knees to the floor, back into child. Reaching back with the hips towards the heels as long as the knees are happy. Palms forward, spread the fingers. Let the forehead rest down towards the floor. Relaxing here for a moment. Just walking hands over to the left. Pressing the right hip back towards the heels. Reaching forward with the right arm. Back into the middle. Going to the other side. Reaching forward with the hand. Back with the hip. Creating a stretch in the side of the body. Back into the middle. Coming onto our fronts again. So core strength involves back strength. We can't have just stomach strength, we need to work the back. So we're coming into cobra. So we've got hands under the shoulders. We're squeezing the shoulder blades back. We're pressing the elbows down towards the feet. We lift up. Not a huge amount. We double check the low back is comfortable. We roll the heels apart. So we try and switch off the legs. Lifting higher, squeezing back. Lift the hands off the floor, chin tucked in. Arms out to the side, palms to the front. Lifting up. Bring the arms forward. Press the palms together off the floor. Chin in, lift up, use the back. Legs as relaxed as you can. Bring the arms out behind. Attempt to get the back of the hands together. They're not going to be, but try. Squeeze the shoulder blades back, lifting up. Relaxing the legs. Hands under the shoulders. Relax the head, forehead down. Relax the shoulders. Nice couple of breaths here. Same thing again. Coming up into cobra. Squeezing the shoulder blades back. Elbows down towards the feet. Lift the hands. Legs relaxed, roll them out. Arms out to the side. Lifting up higher. Palms together, pressing together off the floor in front, chin tucked in. Arms out the back. Squeeze them back. Hands under the shoulders. Back into down facing dog. Pedaling the feet. Back and forwards. Forward into plank. And just walk the feet slightly further apart. Place your right hand into the middle. Roll onto the sides of the feet, arm up to the ceiling. Side plank. reaching up that top arm. Elbow of the bottom arm instead bent. We're squeezing the shoulder blades in. Coming back into plank. Placing the left hand into the middle. Rolling to the other side. Arms up. Reaching up. It's a lovely position. Back onto the front. Plank. Same thing again. Other side. Oh, stop. Hand into the middle. Top arm up. Back into the middle. Normal plank. Walk the left hand to the middle. Roll onto the other side. Arm up. Back to plank. Drop your knees to the floor. Come down to kneeling. Stomach nice and strong, shoulder blades back. Going to stretch these shoulders out. We're working quite hard. Hands around the elbows. Push them forward, round the back, chin tucks in. Interlace the hands behind the back. Squeeze the arms back, lift them up. Extend the chest forward. Other way again, hands around the elbows, round the chin, tuck it in, round the back. Stretch the upper back. Other way again, interlace behind. Maybe the other way around, squeeze the shoulder blades back, chest forward and up. Coming down into child. This time by the arms by the sides. Relaxing for a moment. Slowly coming back up. And just lie down on your backs. And before we relax, bring your knees into the chest. Hug the knees in. Rest your back on the floor. Maybe rocking from side to side. Place the feet back to the floor. Arms out to the side, back of the hands to the floor. Twist the legs over to the one side. And then to the other. Just straighten the legs out along the floor and just lie here for a little while before you get up. Just slowing your breath down, cooling down a bit before you get up and get on with your day. Maybe closing the eyes. So you can stay here as long as you like. We're going to finish this video here. Thank you for watching.